What is going on, everybody? Hamar Gilo here. I have time to give you my 2-month update. I'm doing my walks right now. I'm about 1.5 miles in, and I just thought about y'all, and I said, oh man, I forgot to give y'all an update. So far, things have been going pretty good. I'm still surprised on the outcome of my recovery. I thought I would still be on a walker. I thought I would be barely going up and down the stairs. I thought I would be in the 2-month mark, barely going outside, walking around, because I thought the seriousness of this surgery would gravitate to a more slower recovery. But for me, the Lord has blessed me to be recovering in a faster pace than a lot of other people, and I'm so grateful for that. I see a lot of people that have recoveries that are really, really bad, and for me, recovery has been really, really good. And I feel I have a heart for those people that are going through a slower recovery than me, and I pray for those people that do battle daily. Even a year in, even 6 months in, they're still battling, and they had to get revisions over their surgeries and stuff. So right now things are going pretty well. That doesn't mean that in the future it can get bad, but right now I'm being very optimistic and things are going as planned. So far, the downfalls right now is still getting out of bed. Log rolling out of bed after sleeping for 8 hours. My back is so stiff that it is painful at times. But once I stand up and get my blood flowing, it all goes away. Last night, I did end up tweaking my left side unintentionally. I was sleeping and I ended up twisting a little bit, and I felt that. I was kind of stopped me in the tracks, and I was like, oh, that kind of sucked. So right now, the left side is a little bit aggravated than my right side. So right now I'm just doing my walking just to get that aggravation out. What else could I say? There have been days that I don't even feel any pain, and there's days that I feel like both sides are aggravated, and it has to do a lot with the weather. Right now it's about 55 degrees, it's sunny, and I don't really feel it. But the past couple of days, it has been 20 degrees, 19 degrees, 30 degrees. It just snowed here in Houston. And so my back was absolutely feeling that. So I know, I was telling my friends that now I'm a weather radar on my back. So I can dictate when the cold weather's coming, just like the birds on the telephone posts. I thought that was funny. But yeah, I can definitely feel it. So if you're in this recovery stage and the cold weather's coming, your back is going to feel it, because I definitely feel that. One thing I highly recommend for y'all, if you are going to be walking outside for a while and just getting back to the groove of things, a necessity is having proper running shoes or walking shoes or whatever, just to make sure that you have good soles in those shoes and that you feel comfortable walking in those shoes, because you don't want to be walking on Converse or walking on chanclas or sandals and all these things. You want to be walking on something that's going to feel very comfortable on your feet. So for me, I feel very comfortable walking on Brooks running shoes. Here's a link right here of what I use to walk, and they have been super comfortable on my feet walking all the time. I use these all the time. I don't take these off unless I'm going to bed. So these have been extremely helpful. Another thing as well too is make sure at night or even in the morning to drink you some turmeric tea and take away the sugar. I've noticed that when I do have sugar, my back gets inflamed. I start feeling a little bit of symptoms again. So try to take away the sugar and add some turmeric tea. So that's extremely helpful for me. Y'all can take that or leave that, but it's been helpful. And then also as well too, make sure that you are doing your PT exercises as well too. Walking is really good, but make sure you're doing your exercises and establishing that core strength again. A lot of this recovery process has been a mind game for me. Physically, I'm feeling a lot better, but it's been mind games for me. It's been a mental workout because I can't bend, I can't twist, I can't lift. So again, not being able to play with my children like I want to, lift them up, throw them in the air, wrestle with them, those things have been adding up. And I can see the overwhelmness in my children when they keep asking me every single day, are you healed yet, Dad? Can you fight with me? Can you play with me? Can we go to the park and you can push me on the swings? All of those things I have to say no to. And that messes me up mentally at times. So I just got to remember And I let them know that Dad is still recovering. I'm still recovering. I can't do that now, daughter and son, but I eventually can do that. Just give me time. So if there's capabilities that I end up building more strength in, I end up taking advantage of that and having them play with me. So like right now, I do chase them around the apartment, and I walk a little fast, not too fast, but fast. And I'm like, I'm gonna get you. But they know that I can't run. So they always say, hey, Dad, can you walk fast while we run and act like you're chasing us? So we kind of like improvise to have fun and make things be more light than just staying in complete darkness and thinking that I can't do those things anymore. And it's identifying me. So yeah, it's been a mental challenge. And that's one thing that I'm constantly fighting every day. But it's okay, because I know that I'm on the road to recovery, and I'd rather be on this side of recovery than where I was before, on a wheelchair and I can't even walk, and screaming in excruciating pain, debilitating pain, that I even thought to myself, is this how my life is going to be like from now on? And so right now I'm on this side of recovery, and praise the Lord that I'm able to walk 3 miles a day, walk around 10,000 steps a day. But it's the bending and twisting and lifting. When you can't do those things anymore, you kind of start looking back and saying, man, I should be more grateful to bend and twist and pick something off the floor. I should be grateful that I can lift my kids up and play with them, because we look past all of that because you think it's just going to be a daily thing, that I'm going to have the capability of bending and twisting and stuff. But once that's taken away from you for a little bit, you start being grateful for those things. So when my wife's bending down to get something off the floor, I always tell her, I'm like, it must be nice to bend. When she's twisting her back and trying to pop her back, I was like, it must be nice to twist. But no, she knows I'm playing around, but you get the gist. It is something to be grateful for. So once I have that ability to twist and bend again, man, I'm going to be jumping up and down, but not literally, because I don't want to mess with my back again. Other than that, guys, I really don't have anything else for you except, a little bit of fatigue and discomfort on my left side, walking that out, and no bending, no lifting, no twisting, the mental challenge, taking turmeric tea, taking away sugar, taking any inflammatory things to put in your body, take that away. Make sure you have a proper diet. Make sure you're doing your PT exercises, and constantly just be in the moment and know that recovery is coming. Again, I have a heart for people that are not recovering well, that they have to get revisions. And I pray, Lord forbid, I have to get to that point and have a revision and end up tweaking something or falling on the floor. So I'm always cautious and careful where I'm walking, but it could happen. But as of right now, things are looking very well, and I'm so grateful to the Lord that I'm on this side of recovery. And I didn't think I would be recovering this fast, to be honest with you. And it's only 2 months and a week. So they say I can go back to work in 3 months. I don't know what that's going to look like, because I'm a specialty welder. I have to do a lot of bending and lifting and twisting because I'm a fabricator in that as well too. So I don't know what that's going to look like, but I know the Lord's going to provide for me, and I trust in Him. He knows my needs before I even need it, and I'm going to just keep moving forward, trusting wholly on Him, and trying to love my family the best that I possibly can, physically and mentally. I forgot another thing as well too. I would highly recommend you put ice and heat on your back when you start feeling inflamed. The turmeric tea helps as well too. Taking away sugar really helps. But when you have an inflamed back because you did too much, or you ended up tweaking something, or you ended up bending without really thinking about it, do some ice and heat on your back. So my rule of thumb is put the ice pack for about 20 minutes on, and then after you take it off, put the heat for about 5 minutes, and then another 2 hours after that, do the same thing, vice versa. That really, really helps me for my inflammation. Hitting bumps on the road are still very sensitive for my back. So we have little road bumps on our apartment complex. So when my wife goes past that a little bit faster than normal, I can definitely feel it on my back. So bumps have not been feeling good on the road at times, especially if I'm irritated on a specific spot on my back. And so yeah, I can say that that's the discomfort, that's the downfall. Just hitting road bumps are still a little bit discomfort, especially if I don't know it's coming, and then I feel it. It definitely It definitely hurts. But what else could I say? I think there's one more thing. Yeah, the last thing I would say is just to take things super slow. Listen to your body. If you feel pain or discomfort when you start doing PT exercises, don't do them no more. Tell your PT practitioner so that he'll know that, or he or she will know, like, okay, I need to stop and readjust or whatever. So that's what I do. The PT exercises they have been giving me have been extremely helpful. I haven't felt any pain or discomfort, but you really want to listen to your body and make sure that you have a proper stance when you're walking. Make sure your back is straight. Don't try to lean. Don't try to bend. Keep that back straight as much as possible when you're walking, and be as relaxed as possible too. So don't keep your shoulders too up. Don't be too tense on your upper back, because then your upper back is going to start getting a lot of attention, and you already have a lot of tension on your lower back. Don't try to have that gravitate up to your upper back. So just be as relaxed as possible when you're walking. My PT practitioner told me that, hey, you look really tense when you're walking. Try to relax yourself. Just relax. And so that's exactly what I've been doing. And you can see a big difference when I'm walking. My wife said, like, oh, you look like you're walking normal instead of walking uptight all the time, because I think I'm going to just have something happen on my back. So really listen to your body. Be as relaxed as possible when you're walking. If you do have a back brace, keep wearing that back brace. They didn't give you no back brace at all, which has been extremely helpful for my core. And I feel like my core exercises have been helping me. Yeah, the core exercises have been extremely helpful for me. And not having the back brace was a blessing as well too. Now, to each their own. If you need a back brace, wear the back brace. Listen to your doctor. But for me, they said that you don't need a back brace. Just make sure that you are using your core as much as possible. And that's exactly what I've been doing, especially with the core exercises. At first, I think the last update I gave you, I couldn't really flex my abs like I used to. But since I've been doing my core exercises the past 2 weeks, I'm able to kind of start feeling my core strengthen little by little and activating that core like I want to. It kind of wasn't signaling to me on my last update on my core. I couldn't signal my abs to kind of flex like I want to, but now I'm able to flex those cores. So that's a good thing. Very, very good thing. And last but not least, take things slow. Make sure that you're not pushing too hard. That's all I can say, guys. I really don't have a lot. I didn't write anything down. This is just off the dome. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll give you an update on the 3rd month. I'm not going to be doing every week. I'm just going to do once a month, because I got a family I got to take care of and just pay attention to them, because it takes a lot to do these videos. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll give you the 3-month update.